Welcome into Cozy's Ghost Adventures. 'Twas the day after Easter. We're going to tell the story of the last egg. It was the day after Easter in a quiet rural town tucked away behind the misty hills, where spring blooms wrapped gravestones in a deceptive kind of peace. A young girl by the name of Lydia had been visiting her grandmother's home, an old farmhouse that belonged to her family for well over a century. After the festivities, Lydia decided to go on one last egg hunt by herself. The grown-ups were inside napping, full of ham and wine. She grabbed her little woven basket and wandered into the woods behind the house. There was a rumor, old and barely whispered anymore, that the forest was once the site of a church, an old church that burned to the ground on an Easter Sunday many, many years ago, with all of the congregation still inside. As Lydia tiptoed among the ferns and the mossy roots, she found a trail of pastel eggs, oddly fresh, as though they were just placed. They led her deeper into the trees, and her basket was slowly filling with eggs. But something was off. The further that she went, the quieter the forest got. The birds stopped singing. Even the wind seemed to hold its breath. She found the last egg nestled in a bed of blackened moss at the base of a charred stone cross, half sunk into the earth. It was unlike the others. It was made of dark glass, cold and pulsing faintly with light. As Lydia picked it up, the air turned icy. Behind her, footsteps crunched on the dead leaves. She turned, but no one was there. But the woods around her had changed immensely. The trees were gray, almost skeletal. The moss had now turned to ash, and where the stone cross stood now rose the remains of a chapel, of a roof caved in, walls scorched, stained glass shards littering the ground like confetti from a funeral. Lydia backed away, but found her feet rooted and stuck. The glass egg now was cracked in her hand. From inside, a long, thin wail escaped, high and distant at first. Then closer. So close it vibrated in her bones. Figures began to gather among the trees. Faces half melted, hands clasped in prayer. They were all wearing their Sunday best, Easter bonnets, bow ties, smoldering dresses, and all of them were weeping. A voice rose above the others, whispering behind her ear, "You took what wasn't yours. Now stay for the service," the voice said to Lydia. Lydia, very shaken, as you can imagine, screamed, and when her grandmother ran out searching for her, she found the woods untouched. Just a single dark egg resting at the edge. And Lydia was never seen again. But each Easter, since that same egg reappears, just one every time, somewhere in the forest, just waiting to be found. The end. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you want more videos like this, comment down below. See you guys later. Peace.